What's going on, kings and queens? It's your boy Willis Bless, back with another episode of the Secret Sauce Podcast. The ingredients of the underdogs. And listen, listen to me. I told her, Elle, I ain't got the bread to pay you to come on this podcast and drop this game you're going to drop. She's like, bro, don't worry about it. I got you. I said, praise God, because I ain't had no 50,000 in the bank right now. You feel me? But no further ado, I got the queen in the building. Elle, how you feeling?
Oh, I feel amazing. I feel blessed. I feel anointed being
Hey,
in this room, in the
Shana.
building.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Man, I just want to say, man, I am so proud of the woman that you continuously are becoming.
No, thank you.
You're a phenomenal mother. I see you out here killing it. I'm just proud of you, queen.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So enough of that, right? Let's get into it. Let the people know who you are, what you do. Talk to them, queen.
Elle Ross, that's at I am Elle Ross for the business, and then at Elle Ross Speaks for the speaking business, which is going to be taking off, so you're going to want to stay tuned for
Big
that.
facts.
But I am a Instagram marketing specialist helping you get to the bag, so really turn your content and your messaging and monetize that and turn that into a cash flow where you can actually speak to the hearts and souls of your audience. And then on my speaking page, I'm going to help you really transform your life, divorce your past excuses, divorce your past pains, and get married to the real you, the future you, becoming who God intended you to be.
Oh, she in her bag right now. I feel the anointing coming through the flow. Okay. This is going to be one of those episodes. Okay. So, Elle, tell the people, how did you get into the Instagram piece? Like taking people's, because she got so much success stories I can't even count. But how did you tap into that?
It was really me first tapping into myself.
Ooh.
So personally, my backstory is moved to Atlanta, Georgia, with just $10,000 in my bank account, which I saved. I didn't have any friends or family. Moved here with ambitions to do modeling and acting. I really got lost. But when I got found out of the dark times that I was in, I used social media to tell my story.
Come on.
I used Instagram to share what I was going through when I decided to give up alcohol and really start pouring into myself. And through that journey of just documentation, I started to connect and resonate with my audience. I started getting brand deals. I ended up writing a book. And it was all just for me sharing my story and creating content on social media, specifically Instagram.
Wow.
And people started reaching out like, how are you doing this? How are you getting all these clients? How are you getting booking? How are you getting brand deals? And so then I saw that there was a need to actually teach and coach it.
Yeah.
And I was doing it so naturally. And as you know, like you might have a skill set that comes natural to you that doesn't come natural to others.
That's right.
And people are going to ask you questions.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, oh, I have this gift. I have this talent. Let me tap into that and let me monetize that. And so I started in the fitness space, helped fitness coaches, and now I help, if you are a coach or an expert looking to get to the bag on Instagram, really create cash flow with your content, I got you.
What's going on, kings and queens? It's your boy Willis Blessed here. Listen to me. It took me 5+ years to be able to land my first paid talk. And I'm going to tell you why. Two reasons only. Number one, I didn't have a mentor. And number two, I didn't understand how to effectively package what I do. But for you, we already expedited success for you. All you have to do is do the work and execute at a high level. As long as you do that, I promise you, you're going to get you to the next level. So pretty much what we're going to do for y'all, we're going to give you the exact email templates that we use, our 5-figure email templates to land high paid speaking engagements. Not only that, we're going to give you a contract template. My biggest issue when I first started, y'all, I didn't know who to reach out to. And then when I knew who to reach out to, I didn't know what to say. We're going to take care of that for you. Then we're also going to give you a done for you speaker sheet, okay? Literally, you're going to take this, use it as marketing material, and then you're going to get access to my 3-day replay of Communication to Currency Challenge, where we're going to show you how to craft your message, package your message, but most importantly, how to generate from your message. Click the link below. I'll see you on the inside.
And she really mean that, but when she says she got you, you better make sure you got the bread. Because like I said in the beginning of the podcast, it's 50 racks just to try to get here. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, listen. So let's start here. What are some of the top mistakes that you see entrepreneurs make on the gram? Talk about that.
They're not talking about who they are. They're not talking about how they help. They're not actually speaking to a specific audience. Yep. So it's unclear. If someone comes to your Instagram profile and page, it should be very crystal clear who you help, what you do, how you help them, and your content should be in alignment with that. If I come to your page and I have no idea, like there's no immediate connection, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep scrolling. It's the same with your content. So don't be afraid to speak to the camera like you're speaking to a friend, like you're having a conversation. You want to get to know them. You want to build that relationship and that connection. And so I feel like, entrepreneurs will just get in their own way, or they might be great like in person, but then there's just some kind of mental roadblock when it comes to the simple device that you have in your home phone, in your pocket every single day.
Yeah.
And by you sharing your message on this, that little device, you have the power to impact lives, transform lives globally. Globally, while you're sleeping, you can create a message and a piece of content that while you're asleep, someone in Australia is picking it up. Someone in Australia is seeing your message. Someone in Australia is being transformed by you having the courage to talk and share your story on social media.
Yay! Hey, Elle in her bag. Somebody put in the comments, Elle in her bag. All right, now let's go here, okay? Let's say I'm a coach, okay? Let's say I work in the fitness industry. Walk me through the process of how I can attract one client. Well, we can get many, but just walk me through that process and what that would look like in your mind.
So for that one client, you first want to understand who that one client will be.
Yeah.
Because I made the mistake in the beginning, but I often see, at least, especially in the fitness space, they're like, well, I help everybody. I help everyone lose weight.
Yeah.
Men, women, doesn't matter. If you want to lose weight, I got you.
Yeah.
But that's not going to resonate on a deeper level. So maybe you specifically help women who are going through perimenopause, who are unsure how to balance their hormones and all these changes that are going in their body. Let's talk to that one woman.
Come on.
And let's call her Sarah.
Come on.
So when you're creating your content, you're speaking to the Sarahs who are experiencing that specific pain point. And maybe you yourself, ideally, you want to have experience going through that too. So if you're going to speak about perimenopause, you want to have experience that you've gone through perimenopause or you're going through perimenopause. So you can speak from the pain so it comes through real. Because it doesn't matter what you say, your audience isn't going to believe it if they don't see the connection, the alignment within yourself. So you want to really make sure you're authentic with that. And so I'll say you're a perimenopause coach, and you say, here are the top 5 supplements that you should be taking right now to balance your hormone levels so that you can have more energy, get better sleep, and without having to take any shots or something like that. Something specific that the audience is experiencing.
Yeah.
And when you go through that, and then maybe you have a supplement, or maybe you have a meal plan, or maybe you have something specific to get them to the result of decreasing the perimenopause symptoms.
Come on.
And then you say, if you're experiencing XYZ, I have a resource for you. Or I have a community for you of other women just like you where I give XYZ. If that's you, comment me, or comment results, or comments healing, comment something. And what's going to happen is they're going to comment that keyword, they're going to engage, and now you're going to be able to exchange information and nurture them in your community. When they make that comment, now you go and DM them. You send them a video message. Not just a DM, but send them a video message. I'm going to call her Sarah again. Hey, Sarah, I saw you just responded to my post about supplements. I would love to know a little bit more about what you're going through.
Yeah.
I'm here to serve and help you in any way. And Sarah's going to feel so like, wow, you really just took the time to send me a personalized message to get to know me.
Yeah.
Immediately there's going to be a connection. Immediately, whatever you have, whatever community you have, I want to be in it.
Yeah.
They're going to say yes. And then you're going to continue just to nurture that relationship. You're not trying to sell them anything.
Yeah.
You just want to first build that rapport.
I think we can drop the podcast right there. She going heavy right now, dog. Okay, so how would you work the stories? Talk to that. 'Cause I love how you talk about the stories, man.
So I say, if you are not leveraging your Instagram stories, even your Facebook stories,
Yep.
because you can link the two, but you want to take your audience on a journey. You want to create the connection. So you don't want to always just pop in because hey, I have this thing, or hey, I'm doing this, come buy this thing. You want to build the connection, because when someone actually knows, likes, trusts you, it won't matter what you're selling. They're going to want to buy because they already feel like they've seen you being consistent. So in the fitness space, you should be working out. You should be cooking meals. You should be talking about what you're eating. You getting ready for the gym, or even talking about, you know what, I really don't feel like going today. Or, you know what, I haven't made it in 3 days. Why? Because that's going to relate to your audience. They're like, wow, she struggles too. Wow, she needs to feel motivated too. And then immediately they're going to, feel a connection. And then you can even ask your audience, how many of you, lack motivation some days. I get it.
Yeah.
I've been there. But then you come up with the solution. Well, when I lack motivation, what I do is I go ahead and put my shoes right by the door, and I just start doing 10 jumping jacks. When I start doing 10 jumping jacks, and I look at my shoes, I'm like, okay, that's my cue. Like, you got this. Let's go. Let's go to the gym. And even if I go to the gym and I do 30 minutes of walking, at least I made some movement today. And that's a win. Let's go ahead and start with one win for the day.
Yeah.
And then you tell your audience to do a win. And then you might say, I'm looking for 5 women who are wanting to start actually healing their gut, or 5 women who want to drop their next 15 pounds in the next 30 days without doing excessive cardio. You can do it at home with your kids, so they're saving time. They're not having to spend money on the gym. If that's you, comment me. I would love to connect with you. So it's just being very specific, but you're telling a story, you're talking about a problem, talking about the solution, the outcome, and then you're giving them a key call to action of how to connect with you. And then again, you just want to make sure that you are connecting.
Right.
Don't just post a story and then you don't follow up. Don't post the content and then you ghost the content.
Yep.
And you never follow up. Follow up is definitely going to be very, very key, because even if someone doesn't say yes now, it's not no right now. It's not no forever. It's no right now. And then like what you say the thing like
oh, some will, some won't. Who cares? Who's next?
Yes, yes. Then there's that.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you have to show up. Don't just post quotes. Don't just repurpose content. Like, you want to show up personally for yourself.
Man, she in the back. All right, so is there, because I already know, like, you in the AI, you getting to it, right? I'm like, Elle, man, I can't keep up, man. She outposting me. So what can be like a couple of AI tools that a coach can use right now to kind of like minimize the workload and breathe, but still be efficient?
Yes. Well, I'm sure you have heard of ChatGPT, but the key thing with ChatGPT is good input in, good input out. So you want to make sure that you leverage ChatGPT to understand who you are, your brand voice, your messaging, who you're talking to, and the more specific you can tell it to give you something, the better. So instead of just like saying, create me 10 viral content posts. You have to get specific. Say, you are a social media strategist, and I am a fitness coach. I help women in perimenopause between the ages of 35 and 55 regain their energy, balance their hormones, and drop 15 pounds in 30 days. Some of their struggle points are they don't know how to find time. They don't have the energy. They don't have any idea of what to do in the gym, and they want to lose these 30 pounds within a 12-week time period.
Come on.
Please create 6 reels, short video reels that are 60-second long. Include a hook that's going to capture their attention. Give them 3 steps on how they can drop the 30 pounds within this 12-week time frame, and give a specific call to action that's going to make them engage, follow, and take a specific action. That was very detailed. That was very specific.
Very.
So now what is ChatGPT going to do? It's going to take that information and it's going to spit something out. And then you're going to read it, and if it needs to be refined, you're just going to tell it to critique it and make it a little bit more specific. Just like that. But then you take that content, that script, and then you can go to Captions, which is an app you can have on your phone.
Come on.
And then if you don't want to be in the video, which I recommend you are, there's AI that can be you. There's actually, I think it's called Jenny. I think it's Jenny AI. But if you put a video of yourself into Jenny, she will take your likeness and your voice, and she will create an AI version of you to create the content. You tell her what to say, and this video will look just like you. But it's not you, it's AI. But again, I recommend it being you. So if you don't go that route, you have the script, put it into Captions. There'll be a teleprompter. You read the script, and boom, you have your content. You have your content. It will do the captions for you. It will do the zoom cuts. It will do all of the tech and editing for you. So there's really no excuse why you're not creating content. And then there's B-roll.
Yeah.
You just capture your day, capture you in the kitchen, capture you walking the dog, capture you on your way to the gym, capture you having a conversation, and then you throw text on there that's going to be relatable for your audience.
Yo, you in your bag today, dog. All right, cool. As we land the plane, let the people know one ingredient. There's an underdog that's watching us right now, Elle. There's an old you right now that's watching this. They have, the perfection. They're doubting themselves. I want you to give that person right now that one ingredient that can take their Instagram or their business to a whole nother level.
It's confidence.
Ooh, talk to them.
It's going to be confidence in becoming the person you need to be to have the thing and the outcome that you desire. Because it's going to take work. It's not going to be easy. You're going to need to decide to commit to yourself and this vision that you want to create. You need to cut off all other options. This is it. There's no plan B. This is it. So on those days where you don't feel like getting up or you don't feel like shooting the content, shoot the content, film the content, even if it's not perfect.
Yeah.
That's a win. And then you compound that over time. Even if you create 10 horrible reels, but you created 10 reels, and then you look at that and you watch, you study, look at the insights, and that's going to only build your content creation confidence muscle to continue to show up and create. So me, for starting out, don't even try to be perfect. Just show up and create the content, okay?
Wait. All right, Elle. Let the people know where they can find you, where they can connect with you, and most importantly, how they can work with you. Because I got to give you some bread back from all the game you dropping on this podcast.
At I am Elle Ross for the Instagram, get to the bag, at Elle Ross Speaks. But specifically, if you would love to work with me to increase your visibility on Instagram, your brand exposure, and really get paid for monetizing your message and your expertise and skill set, just go ahead and DM me the word convert on any of those platforms. DM me the word convert. I would love to connect with you, learn more specifically about your goals and how we can partner together to help you convert more content and scale your business.
Listen to me, man. Listen, so that is it. We just want to say to you, let's get it, let's grow, divorce your past, and get married to the bag. Let's be great. Peace.